return of Prizefighter, and who better to speak to than a man in which Prizefighter has been synonymous with your time at Matchroom Boxing, Frank Smith, CEO, of course, of Matchroom. Frank, you started 2008, the year that Prizefighter began. I use that word synonymous there. You've grown up with these events. Why was now the right time to bring it back?
Look, Prizefight was a huge part of our business, and why boxing, I think, got back to where it was in the UK especially. It's something that we wanted to push for a long time. You know, we've been looking at bringing Prizefighter back, but this is just Prizefighter reimagined in a much bigger version with a lot more money. Lucky for these guys, there's a lot more money than there used to be. I think the first prize back in the day was £32,000. It's gone up to $1 million for the winner of this whole tournament. Obviously, back then it was a knockout tournament all on one night. This is over 3 nights, 10 and 12 round fights. And, you know, I think it's exactly what we need to do to keep growing boxing globally as well. This is going to be something we're looking to push around the world, not just in Japan. You know, Japan's an important market for us now, but around the world, we're going to recreate many nights like this with the Prizefighter series. And yeah, it's great to have it back because it was a big brand. It was important to our business and something we always wanted to keep going in some way.
And we know there's knockout bonuses as well. And those little additions are what make Prizefighter so special and unique. And I said, look, there's many fighters throughout the years who have competed and won Prizefighter, who have gone on to compete and win world championships as well down the line. As I said in the intro, the winner of this tournament, potentially career-changing, but also certainly life-changing financially in the process. Yeah,
look, life-changing financially. They win a nice shiny belt as well, which is much nicer than the old trophy we used to have, which I think is sat in our office somewhere. But yeah, this is life-changing for them. I think whoever comes out of this tournament as the winner as well can look at themselves going into a world title shot as well off the back of this. You know, there's a lot of opportunities in the middleweight division. We see Saturday nights, Felix Cash, Tyler Denny, you know, it's an important fight. But whoever comes through this, it's a big brand to come out the back of. Being Prizefighter champion, they'll come through and there'll be opportunities for a world championship. So it's not just about the money, it's about the future and what they can secure moving forward.
Certainly that middleweight division wide open right now, and the lads will agree with that. But when you look at the following stages of this, obviously the quarterfinals, what can you tell us about the semi-finals, the final, and how the tournament's going to progress from here?
Yeah, so obviously we start on July 15th in Osaka. As I say, it's 3 nights. Next one's then looking to be in October, and then February after that. We're going to go all around Japan as well. I think the final's looking to be in Tokyo, and we'll announce in due course. But it's going to be 3 big nights. You know, we've seen Japan's a huge market for boxing. What Inoue is doing for the sport, not just in Japan but globally. You know, this is a big night because it's going to do massive tickets out there as well. It's a new concept that people will buy into. So, you know, they're in for an exciting night, and it's going to be good.
Well, let's grab a word with some of the fighters all looking to take home not just the financial prize, but that belt and change their careers in the process. Kieron Conway, let's come to you first. Firstly, massive congratulations. I know you're here with your girlfriend as well, and the birth of your first child. Fighters always say that when they do become a father, the whole perspective, the whole perception of why you do this to yourself changes. What's going through your mindset heading into a tournament like this now?
Yeah, firstly, thank you for the congrats. But yeah, the birth of my child, it changes everything. I've got a family to look after now, not just myself. So it gives you a whole new perspective, whole new drive, different motivation, a new motivation. And I can feel it already. I felt it before she was here, and now she's here. It makes it so much more real.
And you are prize fighters anyway, but the clue's in the name for this. We talked about the knockout bonuses. We talked about the prize for the winner. Just talk to us about that, because in terms of life-changing opportunity for you now, this is massive.
Huge, huge. I'm here for the knockout bonus. I'm here for 3 knockout bonuses. Like I said, not just me to look after now. I've got a family. So I'm here for it all.
How aware are you of the other fighters in this tournament, Kieron? Obviously, Aaron McKenna down there. If you win this fight, it's likely, if you both come through, you'll meet, of course, in the semi-final. But what makes you, do you believe, the man to beat?
Well, yeah, I'm aware of these 2. The other guys I'm not too aware of. But my focus is on my first opponent. These 2 come later in the tournament, so then I'll focus on them. But I'm here to win every fight. Like I said, I want 3 knockout bonuses.
And in terms of the dream scenario, like you say, you're after the 3 knockout bonuses here, nothing short but to win and win it all.
100%. I'm not here for second place, third place. I'm here for the top prize.
Great stuff. Well, let's bring in Mark Dickinson as well. Mark, great to see you on the big stage. Look, you've struggled a little bit with inactivity of late, but this is a huge opportunity for you as well. Maybe on paper, of course, great amateur career, but the least experienced professional out of all the fighters taking part. If some are viewing this as a bit of a gamble at this stage of your career, why is this something, being a part of this tournament, that makes sense for you right now?
To be honest with you, I'm 25 the week before it starts. If I can't jump in the ring with anyone at 25-year-old, then there's something wrong, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? Been fighting my full life. You talk about me being the least experienced and all that, but it's about having the right experience, isn't it? Obviously, you can't buy it, but at the same time, there's fighters in this tournament who I've boxed someone on my debut that they've boxed on the 12th fight. So, it is what it is. I believe in my ability. I believe in my skills. I believe in my training. I train very hard down in the Matchroom gym with Tony Sims. We've teamed up with him now. And look, ready to take over Osaka.
Talk to us about the link up with Tony Sims, of course, as you mentioned there, and heading into something like this. Why do you feel that link up with Tony has come at the right time?
To be honest with you, I think I already knew Tony anyways. Used to spar Felix and John Ryder in his gym. Now John's coaches down there as well. So he knew my style. I think his style goes well with the way I box, and we're teamed up good.
And in terms of the two men sat next to Aaron McKenna, Kieron Conway, if you're to get to the final mark and you're to win, when you look at the draw behind me and how it's set out, you'll be facing one of these guys in the final potentially. Mm-hmm. What do you know about these guys and the rest of the opposition?
Very scary.
And in terms of Kieran, what do you make of that? What do you know about Mark? Because I mentioned about the gamble. He pushed back on that, obviously a great amateur career, but 6-0. What's the difference between you two at this stage of your careers, for example?
So me touching on, I know a bit about these. Mark's probably the one that I know the least about. I don't know much about Mark at all. But my experience is going to pay dividends. I've been at the top for a couple of fights, and I've not quite made it, but now it's time to turn that around.
And for you, Mark, we keep talking about the financial upside for the winner, the knockout bonuses. What is the dream scenario for you? Because this is a huge opportunity, as I say.
To be honest with you, obviously the knockout bonuses, the $1 million, it's all good. But when you're in the ring, you can keep the money if I'm going to get knocked out. Like, I want to win. Do you know what I mean? If it means losing to have the money, fuck that. I want to win. So I'm a man. Look, I've got pride about myself. I want to win. Obviously, look, we do it. It's our living. Do you know what I mean? And this is just unbelievable at this stage in my career to get this opportunity. But at the end of the day, when I'm in there, it's me versus him. And fuck the money. I'm taking his head off.
Mark, wish you the best of luck. Always a character, always full of self-belief as well. That's great to see. Aaron, let's bring you in. When you were looking at your career right now, 18-0, still only 24, you've got your whole career in front of you. But when this was put to you to be a part of this tournament, why was it something that excited you?
It's definitely something that excited me from the start. It's an exciting prizefighter tournament that goes back years, and it excites the fans as well, and also the prize fund. It's a massive opportunity, and like Frank said, it puts you in line to fight for a world title maybe. So I've got all them things in my head, and I believe I'm the best fighter in the world, and it was hard for me to get fights in the past. I've had a lot of pullouts late on, like my last 7-8 fights, it's been pullout after pullout and late notice. So this tournament, you have fighters coming, and everyone believes they can win. So it's going to bring really, really entertaining fights and really exciting fights for the fans. So there's a reason why I'm the favourite, because I'm the best. What
do you believe? You say you're the favourite. I know Kieran and Mark will have something to say about that. What do you believe sets you apart from these guys, and how excited are you to get on the big stage and prove that in this tournament?
I think my experience, like across the world, I've travelled all over the world. I've been America for 4 years, spent 4 years over there, trained in Robert Garcia's gym for a year, Freddie Roach's gym for a year, been to Vegas, Mexico, nearly literally sparred everyone in the world there is to spar, like. And my fights alone, I'm 18-0, 24, young fighter, hungry. And just for this camp alone, I've been sparring Terence Crawford and his camp. So being in the Terence Crawford fight gives me some amount of confidence and experience, and I know what I can do in the ring.
I mean, you look at this middleweight division, I mentioned it's wide open, isn't it, at the moment? Obviously, Janabek unified. You've got Carlos Adames with a WBC champion as well. I know you've held WBC ranking titles as well already in your professional journey. Do you see this as a moment of progress to the biggest of stages and becoming world champion one day?
Definitely, yeah. This is a life-changing opportunity for me. Winning this tournament puts you in a very, very strong position to fight anyone in the world and get then even bigger fights and bigger purses. This is the start of success for my career.
Well, we can't wait. Kieran, Mark, Aaron, we wish you the very best of luck.
Can I just say one more
thing
Mark,
before we go? Go on.
You heard that history repeats itself. 2 Dickinsons has already won the prizefighter. I'm going to be the third.
There you go. You heard it here first from the main man, Mr. Mark Dickinson. We can't wait. All 8 middleweights hungry, ambitious to take home the brand new Prizefighter belt to take home the financial prize and all the knockout bonuses that come with it. Prizefighter is back, and it's better than ever, and it all begins Monday, July 15th. We cannot wait. Live on DAZN. We'll pause now for some photos at the front. Thanks very much for joining us.